So I wrote down emotional expression because I felt like that was going to be something that's important and I might want to bring up later. This systematic review aimed to assess the effectiveness of music therapy for depression compared to treatment as usual, TAU, or psychological therapy. It identified 9 studies involving 421 people from adolescents to older children. So that means from like very young, like toddler age to older age. It found that music therapy, in addition to therapy, is more effective than therapy alone. Music therapy seems to reduce depressive symptoms and anxiety and helps to improve functioning. For example, maintaining involvement in jobs, activities, and relationships. I already wrote that down. It is unclear whether music therapy is better than psychological therapy. Future trials should study depression in children and adolescents, and future trial reports should clearly describe music therapy intervention. Other interventions and the persons who deliver these interventions. So basically what this article is saying is that music therapy with regular therapy can help people with depression. So I'm going to write that, basically what I just said, because I'm paraphrasing what I think this article is about. So I'm going to write, music therapy coupled with psychological therapy can help reduce depression. So that is me paraphrasing or summarizing what this article is about. Now I feel like I got enough information now about depression because I had a little bit from here and a little bit from my other article. So now I need to do a little bit more research on how it can help anxiety specifically. So I'm going to put, how can music help anxiety? Here's a health blog.u.health.org. So that's an organization, so that's probably going to be very helpful. Here's one from Harvard. That is a very accredited college. Here's one from Psych Central, because that has to do with psychology. Let's see which one I want to go with. So I went with the Psych Central. So again, I'm on a new website. So I'm going to put on my paper that I am now talking about Psych Central. PsychCentral.com is what I wrote down as a new heading. It says, Music Soothes Anxiety, Reduces Pain by Rick Nurret, PhD. Researchers have documented that listening to music can be effective for reducing pain and involving people who generally have high levels of anxiety. Investigators discovered music can be used as a distraction as an effective among those who can easily become absorbed in cognitive activities. So I'm going to write that down because I like that. Music can be used as a distraction and is effective among those who can easily become absorbed in cognitive abilities. If you look, I already wrote it down and I put it in quotation marks, word for word, of what was said. So I know that I'm speaking from the article. Now I'm going to put a bullet point right below it because I do suffer from anxiety. And I found that music helps me through when I'm having a panic attack, specifically when I am driving. So I'm going to write that as my text to person, what word am I trying to think of? Experience or thought process. So I wrote, music helps me when I'm panicking. It helps bring me back to reality after giving me a little bit of an escape. Because when you're having like that panic and your head is everywhere, and if I sing to myself, it calms me down and it gets my head back into a good spot.